Folks, I'm back again. So, the last video we talked about a strategy of monitoring your portfolio and buying low, selling high, maybe every few days, maybe once a week. Okay, because like I pointed out earlier, I've noticed a trend in my portfolio where my portfolio right now is bouncing between 10 to about 30%. And it's back and forth, back and forth. It's just where the market is right now. But there's opportunity there to be taking some profits and adding that to my brokerage account, which would then allow me to buy more stock and make more alpha or more profit. Another strategy, this one comes from the guy that when I took the first time I took a course in stock selection, I think is what he called it, or buying stocks. I forget how he worded it, but I think it was stock selection course. His strategy was to, and this falls back towards the fundamental strategy, okay, as far as it's what they call buy and hold. And but part of his strategy, for example, if I was following his strategy right now, I would buy these securities, and then what he would do is when they reached 50%, like this one right here, um, excuse me, he waits until it reaches 100%. And then what he would then do is he would sell off half of it. And his thought process behind that was, well, if it doubled in price and I sell half, that means the half that I'm retaining didn't cost me anything. It's free. And then after that, he would just sit on the stock, year after year after year. And because one of the things you got to realize with these stocks, as they do well and things happen, they'll split, and oftentimes they'll split in your favor. Now, when the stock first splits, you don't gain anything from it then. So let's say I'm sitting on this one right here, RWT. I'm just pointing at it, but it goes up to 100%. I sell it off, so I own 120 shares right now. If it doubles and I sell it off, so then I'd have 60 shares. So what happens when a stock splits is they will double the amount. Usually it's 2 for 1, right? So they'll double the amount of shares, but the price gets cut in half. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to maintain the price in a price range, the stock in a price range that they feel that their key audience is can afford and will buy. Okay. So when that first happens, like I said, when the stock splits, you don't gain anything, other than the fact that, like, if I say I did that, say this went up to 100%, I sold off 60 shares, which means I keep 60 shares, and say 6 months later, whenever, it splits again, and now I'm back to 120 shares, but the price is half of what it was when they split it. So I haven't gained any value. But now as the stock goes up, say it goes up 100% again, well, when it goes up 100% again, the percentage of gain obviously is double that of what it was before the stock split. If this doesn't make sense, maybe I'm not explaining it well. So when these prices increase, it's an increase per share. So if at some point in time they split the stock and they cut the price in half, you haven't gained anything then. But now as it goes up, say $1 a share, you've really gained $2 per your original share, or $1 per the number of shares you have now. So in my little example I used, had they not split the stock and I had 60 shares, it went up $1 a share, I just made $60. But if they split the stock and then it goes up $1 a share, now I just made $120. Hopefully that makes a little more sense to you. So, all right, that doesn't sound like much, but let's say you had 60 shares and it splits. Now you got 120. And say 2-3 months later it splits again. Now I've got 240. And you can see how this keeps going. So 5 years, maybe 10 years down the road, where you had 60 shares, you might be sitting on 4 or 5,000 shares. And now when it goes up $1 a share, now you're really making some money. So that is what they call a buy and hold. Now the a lot of people frown on that method or that strategy simply because, well, when the market loses, you lose. When it gains, you're gaining, right? Whatever. But it all just depends on what you're looking to accomplish. With buy and hold, this is especially true if you're young. Then time is really on your side. The time factor is going to work for you. The other thing too is, and I haven't really talked a lot about this, but these are assets. So in other words, when you say you want to borrow money to buy a car or borrow money to buy a house, the bank always says, "Well, what assets do you have?" And what they mean is they don't want to know in other words, if you have another car and you borrowed money to buy it, that car's not an asset to you. Because if you turn around and sold it, you probably wouldn't have any gain because it's gone down in value. But an asset is something that you can liquidate and becomes money. And so security like this is an asset. Just like if you're sitting on rental property, it's an asset, right? So the plus side of this is as that type of portfolio grows and grows and grows and grows, you're gonna you're gonna be making some in other words, you're creating a strong value, your net worth. And so you have a real nice asset there. Probably myself, if I were trying to do something like that, I would be looking at growth. In other words, when you go into your brokerage tool and you're looking at the asset, one of the items that they have, the major categories, is growth. And you wanting to be looking at a security that's has the potential for a lot of growth. So, anyways, there's a lot that you can go out and Google and research and read, but these just give you some ideas of some different strategies to think about when you're investing. A lot of people, when they first start out, they just think, oh, I want to buy this stock, and I'm going to wait for it to go up $1 gazillion. Well, it may not. So the key to all this is look at some other strategies and consider the idea that you're not getting rich quick, but you can get rich over a period of time, and that taking profits in small bits and pieces here and there will add up over the time frame and over the years, and it will create you wealth. Now, are you going to lose some? Yeah, you can lose some. But I've had car deals where I bought cars and then later on had to sell them for a lot less than I bought them for. Did I sit around boo-hooing about, oh, I bought a bad car? No, I just chalked it up as it wasn't a great deal. Sometimes those things happen in life, but sometimes they're good deals too, where you pick up a great deal on a car or something like that, and then later on when you sell it, you make a nice profit. There's nothing wrong with profit. It's just the way the world goes. So anyways, hope the strategy helps you some and gets you thinking about why are you investing and what are you trying to accomplish. And because when you have that set up in your head, or at least, or written, even better yet, written down, when you start hitting these goals, then you'll feel even a better sense of accomplishment. And when your friends say, "Well, hey man, how's it going with that stock thing?" you can say, "Well, I'm meeting my goals. I've met the goal that I set, and I'm accomplishing what I want to accomplish." The whole idea behind this is you want your money to make you more money. You want your little dollar bills to become your employees and go out and make you an income. So have a great day. Take care. Bye.